Already 19 properties in Auckland have been red stickered, meaning they're not safe to stay in. But that number is set to soar to around 5,000 damaged homes across 25 suburbs are yet to be assessed. Nick Trubridge has more.
In the space of 1 hour, Lloyd Budd's house went from river...
That is how deep it is in my knees.
...to silty riverbed.
At 7 o'clock when we finished watching Newshub, it was just a trickle, and then at 8 o'clock it was a metre underwater, the entire property.
A few hours of chaos preceding weeks of clean-up.
We've got to work out what we're going to do and talk to the insurers and then make a plan from there.
And they're not alone. Out west, even the insured realise there's a long, tough road ahead.
Realistically, it's going to probably be months because there are so many other houses that also have damage. Everyone's just going to be inundated.
Nearby, the front wall of Emily Stewart's property has been partially ripped away by the force of the chest-high torrent.
I can't swim, so for me it was like, this is how I die. We don't know the damage, and at the moment our goal is to just get this into a position where we can live in it without it smelling and more damage being incurred by it, and just waiting until people who know tell us what the situation is.
Very few in this corner of Auckland escaped the water, their houses decimated, the insurers saying this is simply on another level.
This is going to be a significant event for Auckland and for New Zealand. I haven't got a number yet, but we're seeing a lot of calls coming through the call centre. There's a lot of commercial property damage.
The water may have gone quickly, but the fallout is here to stay.
There will be a pressure point, and we ask people to be patient until we start to line up the repairs, the trades, supply chain, and it will take months for this community to recover.
In Browns Bay, Tony Stent's engineering business has been through the insurance drill before.
For the last little flood we had was only finalised on Tuesday this week, as in closed off. And here we are back again.
Auckland Emergency Management says 25 suburbs across Auckland have been impacted by the storm. They've seen similar flooding in West Auckland before, but nothing this widespread.
What we've got here is an event of similar nature, but much more geographically widespread.
Aucklanders who endured the floods now facing a bureaucratic nightmare.
So Nick, just how many insurance claims are coming in?
Yeah, Laura, we've just heard from AA Insurance, and they've told us that they already have 2,000 claims as of this afternoon from their customers. That is, of course, on top of hundreds of claims that IAG told us yesterday it had received. Now, as for the sheer number we're expected to receive ultimately once the wash-up's completed, it could be many more than that. The current amount is really a drop in the bucket, so the extent of this remains to be seen. We spoke to Simon Hobbs earlier, the acting CEO of AA Insurance, and he's told us that this could be the worst wet weather insurance event in the company's history. And speaking of the weather, Laura, we're just standing on the Auckland waterfront at the moment. As you can see, a slip behind me, and the weather is really starting to roll in again here, so it could be another test of Auckland's infrastructure overnight and into Monday morning. Laura.
Nick Trubridge, tēnā koe.